The Christmas lights were still blinking when my son told me to get out of his house. Not tomorrow. Not after dinner. Not even after Christmas morning. Get out, he said. You're not family anymore. The smell of roasted turkey still hung in the air. A carol hummed softly from the radio. Snow tapped against the window like it didn't understand what was happening inside. My name is Oliver. I was 63 years old that Christmas. And in less than 5 minutes, I went from being a father to being homeless. Before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and let us know where you are listening in the comments. Who I was. I wasn't always a burden. For 35 years, I worked construction in Ohio. I wasn't rich, but I was reliable. I paid my bills, kept my word, and raised my son the way my father raised me. Work hard, don't complain, protect your family. My wife, Margaret, used to say I was too quiet. Oliver, she'd laugh, you feel things too deeply, you just hide it better than most men. She was right. When Margaret died of cancer 8 years ago, something inside me went silent. Ethan, my son, was all I had left, and I gave him everything I had. College tuition, wedding expenses, down payment help when he bought his first home. I told myself that's what fathers do. Moving in. After Margaret passed, the house felt too big, too quiet, every corner echoed with her absence. Ethan suggested I move in with him and his wife, Rachel. Just until you figure things out, he said. At first, it felt like family again. Sunday dinners, football on TV, laughter that almost felt real. But slowly, things changed. Rachel stopped looking at me when she spoke. My coffee mug was moved off the counter. My chair at the table disappeared. Little things, quiet things, the kind that tell you you're no longer welcome without anyone ever saying it. Christmas Day. That Christmas morning, I woke up early like I always did. Old habits don't die easy. I made coffee and watched the snow fall through the kitchen window. I wrapped Ethan's gift with shaking hands. It wasn't much, a watch I found on clearance, but I imagined him wearing it to work, glancing at it, maybe thinking of me. I should have known better. After breakfast, Ethan cleared his throat. Dad, we need to talk. Rachel stood behind him, arms crossed, her jaw tight. That's when he said it. You can't stay here anymore. I smiled, confused. After the holidays, sure, I understand. No, he interrupted. I mean now. Rachel finally spoke. You're holding us back, Oliver. We need our own space, our own life. The word hit harder than I expected. Holding us back. Ethan looked away as he said it next. You're not family anymore. 1 hour. I was given 1 hour to pack. I folded my clothes carefully, like being neat might somehow make me worth keeping. I held Margaret's photograph longer than I should have. I wanted to say something, anything. But what do you say when your own child erases you? When I stepped outside, the cold wrapped around me instantly. The door closed behind me, and that sound, God, that sound, felt final. I sat in my car, watching the house glow warm and bright. I didn't cry. Not yet. The parking lot. That night, I slept in my car in a grocery store parking lot. I watched families walk past with bags of food and wrapped presents. Kids laughed. Parents complained about traffic. Normal life. I pulled my coat tighter and whispered, "Merry Christmas, Margaret." That's when the tears came. HITTING bottom. The shelter smelled like bleach and hopelessness. Men avoided eye contact. Everyone carried their own quiet shame. I told myself this was temporary, just until I got back on my feet. Days blurred together. Then one afternoon, a man collapsed in the dining area. People froze, panic spread. I didn't think, I moved. I remembered my training. I remembered responsibility. I saved him. A turning point. The man's name was Harris, a local real estate owner. He listened to my story, not with pity, but with respect. "You still have value," he told me. "You just forgot." He offered me work. I accepted. Rebuilding. Work saved me. Structure, purpose, dignity. I rented a small apartment, nothing fancy, but it was mine. I hung Margaret's photo on the wall. For the first time in years, I slept peacefully. The call. 2 years later, my phone rang. "Ethan." His voice was different, broken, small. "Dad, I messed up." Rachel had left, debt crushed him. The house, the same one he kicked me out of, was being foreclosed. He paused. "I don't deserve to ask, but I need help. Forgiveness." We met at a diner. He looked like a man who finally understood loss. I slid a folder across the table. Inside were documents. I had bought the house quietly at auction. Ethan stared at me, stunned. "Why?" he whispered. "Because family doesn't end when someone makes a mistake," I said. "It ends when love does, and mine never did." Christmas again. That Christmas, someone knocked on my door. Ethan stood there. Not demanding. Not entitled. Just hopeful. "Dad, can I come in?" I stepped aside. The tree glowed. And for the first time in years, it felt real. Sometimes the people who hurt us most are the ones who taught us how to love. And sometimes forgiveness is not weakness, it's strength. If this story touched you, remember, never abandon the people who sacrificed everything for you.